A 1-0, a 5. Testing. New Orleans Gators and the Orlando Sunrays. Here we go. Sit back and enjoy. Partly cloudy at work. Doesn't really matter. Sit back and enjoy. Welcome to the Gator Dome, home of the New Orleans Gators. Here we are on a Sunday afternoon, Game 2 of a 3-game series. Sunrays with a 1-0 lead. They took Game 1 of this series. Who will take Game 2? We'll see. Some short other league news, as you can see. I'm not going to read it off. So, opening first pitch is next. Stick around. So, Kyle 2.5 OPS, a league leader. And he'll be on the Sunrays tonight. So, taking the mound for the New Orleans Gators is Dylan Cease. He'll get the start today for New Orleans. 33 games earned last year in the Major League Baseball. He'll face up against Brandon Marsh. And we are underway here on a Sunday afternoon. Glad to have you tuning in. Sit back and enjoy. Forcing fastball to get the ball game started, and we're underway here in New Orleans. Top of the first. Circle change up. It's 1-1 the count. Another pitch. Flyer, it's 2-1. Two balls and one strike to Brandon Marsh. Really interesting. I noticed they have very similar cap logos. I did them in similar styles. And that's 2-2. Swing up the middle, it'll be a base hit for Brandon Marsh to lead off the ball game for the Orlando Sunrays, and he's aboard for Orlando. Coming to the plate is Matt McClain. 99 on that four-seamer inside the zone there, but it was ball one. Right, it was right on the edge of the plate, so you could have gone either way on that pitch. That one's gonna be popped up behind home plate, and the catch shuts out number one. There's your starting lineup. We got Ellie De La Cruz and William. This does sound like a good team. The Sunrays did take game one of this series. Top of the first. We pop down the right field line. A career in Milwaukee with the Brewers. In Major League Baseball, this is the NBL.
Runner, he's going.
Oh, he's gonna go. There's the throw. Marsh is called out. Incredible throw by Jeffers to second base to get out Brandon Marsh. See, he's just not. He put a good effort, but Jeffers throw. He did a really good job on that throw. The recognition, you recognize. Oh, he's going to second. So then, as soon as the pitch came, he threw it right back. And Contreras. Swung and a miss. He struck out swinging on a hit by pitch. We head to the bottom of the first. Taking the mound for the Orlando Sunrays is Jacob DeGrom. The game started. The game started last season. And let's see. Hopefully he gets to play some more here in the NBL. So Orlando here just... Jake Fraley gonna leave it off for the Sunrays, for the Gators. Love the walk-up song, first of all. They're obviously didn't have a good opening day yesterday. 7-year career, Jake Fraley with the Reds. And another team that I can't remember. Yeah, I don't know the team he played with.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Bad circle changeup to even the count, 1-1 from Jacob DeGrom. Third ball tapped foul. It's going to be really interesting to see who ends up winning this series. Grounded to first, run to the bag, it's in time. Fraley is retired, and that's out number 1, the first out for the Sunrays. Jung-Woo Lee to the plate. There's the lineup. And Jeffers the catcher. I got Josh Naylor and Josh Young. Solid lineup. There's Jung-Woo Lee. He's got the marks under his eyes. I'll take ball 1. I'm not familiar with him wearing those with the Giants. I don't ever remember him wearing. That's just me. Four-seamer on the inside for strike 1. Oh, he got a piece of that four-seamer upper outside corner. He chased it. He got a piece of his bat on it. If it was 1-2, that would have been better, but it makes it 1-2. And it's going to be a fly ball left field. Easy running catch. And there's out number 2. There's Gonzalo Marte for the Gators. Bottom of the first inning. Nobody on, then there's 2 outs. Ramos is so good. Nice fastball. But went in the upper inside corner. And I'll get a piece of that slider at the knees. 0-2. New Orleans and I believe Utah are the only teams with purple. 2 teams with purple in the National Baseball League.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
99, but that was way inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Marte.
3.
He'll take strike 3 at a four-seam fastball. He goes down swinging. And we head to the top of the second. Here's Ellie De La Cruz. This is probably one of the more dangerous hitters on the Orlando Sunrays.
Ball, that's upstairs.
6-1. I think there's a plane outside my house. Oh, let me take a look. Can't see it, but I hear it. I don't even know. Whatever. That one grounded right to second. One out. That was line to second. I said grounded. I'm fine though. Stevenson for a 250 batting average. Stop. Fifth in the batting order.
Nope.
Gets a slider lower outside corner. Not enough to get the strike.
That's a ball.
Too low on the 12 o'clock curve for ball 2. It just feels like this game is not a lot of action. Don't see struggling to get in the zone. 3 balls. He hasn't thrown a strike to Steven Sanford yet. The pitch.
Nope. Ball 4.
A four-seamer above the belts. Just a bit upstairs. And he walks Sanford. Here's Jorge Soler. Takes a four-seamer, strike 1, a check swing. He's DHing for the Sunrays. Orlando just... Oh, nice fastball. There's been a lot of fastballs to start this game. By both Dylan Cease and Jacob deGrom. But it's both pitchers. They're both using their fastball a lot. Swing and a miss on a sweeper. He struck out Soler. Yeah, that sweeper really got him. So Ian Happ to the plate for the Sunrays. And try and get out Steven Sanford, but unsuccessful on the pickoff.
Counts 1-0.
I think it was a miss. I think that was a mistake of a slider because it was just so off. I feel like curved out, I get that, but I'm gonna try and avoid that. And nobody fouled off. 150 home runs for Ian Happ throughout his MLB career. Now he's in the National Baseball League.
Did he go?
Check swing, 1-2, the count. A ball and 2 strikes. So New Orleans is Dylan Cease. Mainly his fastball is what's working here. I'd stick with fastball, maybe throw a sweeper or a 12 o'clock curve, but when you throw those like pitches that drop a lot, you've got to throwing them up in the zone. Otherwise, it's going to be a ball every time. Four-seamer in the upper half of the zone to strike out Ian Happ. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's Josh Young. The Gators here. There's been a single hit in this ball game yet. We popped up, fell down the right field line into the crowd for strike 1. Young had a very good opening day, 500 batting average, 98 on the four-seamer outside. Even the count on the fastball, whenever you angle, you're gonna angle it towards the outside or towards the inside. You have to throw it towards the edge of the zone. Round to the third base and the throw to first. We're at number 1. Not a single hit in this ball game yet. Come to the plate is Seiya Suzuki for the Gators. Okay, just clip the lower outside edge, but they said ball one. Yeah, I'd focus on his fastballs if I were him. Fastballs, because I can see that his fastball, he knows how to angle he knows how to angle his fastballs. He knows how to get people out with them. The 1-1. We're going to be lined a base hit. That one's into the corner. That should be a double for Suzuki. The throw to second. And he's a 1-out double for Seiya Suzuki. And the Gators have their first hit. When it like loops and stays fair, it's hard to. It's a lot harder to get and hold them to like a single. Nice slider. The way that slider curved across the plate there. I don't even know how you attack that as a batter. When it's like, that was a really nice slider.
That's a ball.
Ball on. The ground. He's got a solid career with the Rangers. Just stay healthy. Work on that. It'll be fouled down the right field line. It's 1-2 to Josh Naylor. Popped up right first base side, and there's a catch and a throw to third. Keep Suzuki on second. 2 down near the bottom of the second. Ryan Jeffers, the New Orleans catcher, to the plate. Really unique to have a team in this league that's in New Orleans. New Orleans is like the city that just, they have the capacity. It's just a weird city. They just have like the capacity, but they don't have the funds or any of that, the logistical stuff. They just don't have it. Where NFL teams, they mainly. I'm impressed they can keep their NFL team. The Saints. Chased a curveball 0-2 to Ryan Jeffers. Trying to keep the inning going. And is that bat alive? Maybe we can get some. Maybe the Gators can get something out of this. Swing and a miss. A beautiful four-seamer at 98 miles an hour. And he strikes out swinging. We head to the top of the third. Here's Kobe Mayo. Nice slider to start off the top of the third from Cease. And the pitch.
Nope, that's inside.
And the curveball. Just 70 miles an hour on the curve. That is a slow curveball. That's a slow pitch for any pitch. Unless it's an E-pitch, then maybe that's not that. Live crowd reaction here in New Orleans.
Oh, that's off the plate.
2-2. 2-2 the count here. The Sunrays. I mean, trying to get that a second win in this series, as that's one's fouled off. 2-2. And the pitch. A bad sweeper. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Cal Teal's to the plate. He's next. And he got a piece of that to keep the stay at the plate. Avoid strike 3. He's going to make sure every chase is reasonable. Fouls off a four-seamer. Another full count from Dylan Cease. And it's fouled off. 3-2. Another foul ball. He might have actually able to work into it. Like, if he's fouling off like this, he might get something out of it. And we grounded to third. Easy throw to first. Oh, he couldn't get it. He's safe. An error for the Gators. Kobe Mayo is safe at first base. Third, the throw to first, and it bounced off of his glove, allowing Mayo to run to the bag before he could get the ball into his glove. That one's in the dirt. Oh, and good job by Jeffers to keep his eye on first. Kobe Mayo specifically.
That's ball 2.
Just a bit too inside on that fastball from Dylan Cease. Good job by Cal Teal. Because when you see pitches low, when it's low, it can be harder to decide whether to swing on it. Popped up, shallow left field in foul territory, and the catch for out number 1. Josh Young was there to make it. Brandon Marsh, who singled his first time up. Still scoreless in here in the top of the third. Takes the four-seam fastball, upper inside corner. 0-1 to Brandon Marsh. Let's see. He needs to keep his eye on first, though.
1-1.
Bad slider. Down is even. I don't know why a circle changeup like earlier. I don't know why it was only 70 miles an hour. Swag and a miss on a 12 o'clock curve. Nice one. It's 1-2. Pretty much takes that one. Almost hit him in the leg, but he backed up. One thing is he could have walked if he just got hit. And Cease worked the count full. Just needs one more strike to get out Brandon Marsh. He'll be lined in the left field, not deep. And that's an easy out number 2. Two down, top of the third for the Orlando Sunrays. And they'll bring up Matt McLean. McLean with his eyes right on the glove of Cease. Takes that one right down the middle. And the crowd not being... Yeah, the crowd's definitely not a full crowd here at the Gator Dome, but... Oh. Good job by Jeffers to keep that ball within his grasp. The 1-1 to McLean. Swung and a miss with a slider, chased it. Chased that one as well. Swung and a miss. Side retired. We head to the bottom of the third. So now it's Chris Noel, singled in his MLB debut. Sasquatch on Training's game against the Motors. Bottom of the third inning. George Springer is up. Take strike one. And the pitch for Seamer. Upper half of the strike zone there. Both starters today have done really good for their respective teams. Swing and a miss. And he gets Springer. Third K for Jacob DeGrom today. Right under it, right under that ball. There's a lot of RPM on that pitch too. Really good spin rate. Here's Will Castro, last in the batting order. Surprised he's last. I just feel like it would at least be like 2 or 3 more spots up in the batting order for the Gators, but good change. It's the first series. That'll be line to first, run to the bag, and that's out number 2. And both teams struggling with offense here in this game. Jake Fraley is up to bat. Channeling him right there, up to bat. Fraley up to bat for the Gators. I had a good game 1 yesterday against the Sunrays. It was a low-scoring game.
1-1.
Way upstairs to even the count.
Ball inside.
So that'll change up 2-1. Like 3 or like all the pitches of this at bat by Jacob DeGrom. He's going inside. On the inside of the zone. Okay, there's a 4-seamer, and that broke that trend. 2-2. Might try to get Fraley to chase. Yeah, he did, and it failed. 3 balls, 2 strikes. A little bit of luck at the crowd. See, it's like 2/3 of the way full. They're a loud crowd though. Left field, he's gonna back up on it. And makes the catch with the glove, and that will end the 3rd. We head to the 4th inning. 1-8 each team, 1 error for the Gators. But we're still scoreless after 3. Lead off for the Sunrays is Wilson Contreras. 50th pitch for Dylan Cease. Right down Broadway. Strike 1.
Ball 1.
1 on the count. The Gators. And then they're named after an animal that's 90, I'm pretty sure, lives in like the swampy area, like southern Louisiana.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Sweeper, and he got him. So Contreras strikes out swing, and that's the 5th K for Dylan Cease. Here's Liddell Cruz. He lined out his first at bat, lined out to second, I believe. Got Red's pads. They found on the contact on that. I think he just hit just the under part, top part of the ball, which caused it to go. Eating the way in. So we're gonna mess on a slider, 0-2. Gators crowd, I tell you, they're electric.
Ball.
Takes a slider.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Sunrays road uniforms are just fantastic, by the way. I think they're fantastic anyway. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and De La Cruz strikes out swinging. That's strikeout number 6 for Dylan Cease. There's Steven Sanford to the plate for the Sunrays.
0-1.
What? I don't think a 10-year-old would swing at that. That was awful. That was an awful pitch, yet he still swung. That's just baffling. Granted, this third front of the bag, it's in time. That ends to the top of the fourth. Nice Sunday afternoon. So, bottom of the fourth inning, here's Jung Hoo Lee. Glad to have you tuning in. If you just are. It's a scoreless game between the Gators and the Sunrays. Bottom of the fourth. Ball one upstairs for Jacob DeGrom. Fastball seems to be his strongest pitch here. 101 on the circle change. Jung Hoo Lee is decent batter. He was at least the Giants last year. 2-1 the count. I'm glad to have baseball in New Orleans. It's like weird, but it's unique. Oh, that one's a foul territory left field. Is it going to get onto it? Makes the catch. A nice catch by Mayo. Look at that. A jumping catch. Oh, baby. Here's Ketel Marte.
Ball.
Or Sammer for ball one.
1-1, no strike.
Just, it's all about watching the pitch. It'll hit, but it's going to turn foul down the right field line. Last year, he won the Silver Slugger Award. I imagine he'd be a top producer for this Gators lineup. Takes a circle changeup, and it's 1-2. Now I'm going to get the strikeout. Not yet. It was got off by Ketel Marte. Into center field, shallow center. Let's go drop down a base hit. Fraley unable to get there. Oh, he went to second. He got a double out of that. Ketel Marte got a double out of that play. Are you kidding? How? The speed of Ketel Marte. He got a double out of that one. Holy moly. And four-seam fastball to Josh Jung for strike one. He grounded out his first time today for the Gators. Love the green and purple for New Orleans, or the navy blue. 0-2. Yeah, it is more of a navy blue, not purple. It's navy blue. I love it, green and blue. Yeah, I love green and blue. There's multiple teams with green and blue in this league. Go two. Ball one. He's got some cool shoes. Josh Jung. Bounce off a slider. 1-2. New Orleans Gators. Strike three and a slider. Two down here in the bottom of the fourth. Love the strike three call too. Strike three. Oh, got him on the upper outside corner. The feds here at New Orleans don't like that one. The Gators and Sunrays still scoreless. Two down, bottom of the fourth. Got a piece of the four-seamer. It's 0-2.
That's a ball.
No, I missed on the four-seamer. Don't know if that was a mistake or he's trying to get him to... That would be a weird spot to get somebody to chase, though. Get a batter to chase, like, down in the... if you want to give him a chase, go outside. Go outside the zone.
Ball 2.
2-2. Did not bite. You might go low. Could go either... Just don't go inside.
3-2.
And he's let the count go full. Josh Miller is up for the Gators. He's next. They're going to throw ball 4. The line, there'll be a base hit. That runner going to second. He's going to try and come home. The throw is way late. And it's 1-0 New Orleans. An RBI single for Seiya Suzuki. The Gators able to bring one runner home to take the lead.
1-0.
Josh Miller is up for the Gators here. Popped out his first time. It would have been cool if he did get to play on the same team as his brother. Like, pop up into center field. This should do it. Not deep enough, about 10 feet in front of the warning track. And the easy catch by Jake Braley, and that will end the inning. So we head to the 5th. But the Gators are able to bring one through. I don't know why they still have MLB logos. It just bothers. That just annoys me. I don't know why. Here's Jorge Soler. Top of the 5th. Takes a 14 fastball for strike 1. New Orleans Gators have they've been great defensively. Able to punch a run through in the 4th. And now can the Sunrays answer back? Soler might not be a bad candidate, but we'll see. The 1-2 from Dylan Cease. Swing and a miss on a nasty slider. Strikeout number 7 for Dylan Cease. Top of the 5th. One out, nobody on.
That's a ball.
A high sweeper for ball on to Ian Happ. He struck out his first at bat. Hold on. Ball, no strikes.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
1-1 the count. And just whips on a circle changeup, 1-2. Feel like eventually soon we're gonna get something.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2, that one almost hit him. That on that 4-seam fastball, he angled it low, and then it went down even further. About to be below the zone, fouled that one off, 3-2. Count is 40 in half. The 3-2 pitch.
Nope, that's ball 4.
And he's gonna walk in half, that's ball 4. One on for the Sunrays. And going to the plate is Kobe Mayo reached on an error earlier and made the incredible catch in foul territory. Go to second.
Save!
He's safe. Ian Happ able to get a stolen base. Good. He had made a good. He already had a good jump, and then just sprinted. 12 feet. Not 12 feet. Sorry. 12.8 feet a second. And to the Kobe Mayo. This would be his 8th strikeout. And Slider is fouled off, 0-2. This has had a great start for the New Orleans Gators.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a bad 12 o'clock curve. The pitches that go like across the plate, like a lot of side-to-side movement. You want to throw them either really inside or really outside, depending on which direction the pitch is going to go. 2-2 on the sweeper. I think he's underestimating how far this pitch will move laterally. It causes balls or circle change. Because even if you're trying to make them chase, you don't want it to be way outside the zone, because nobody's going to chase above 3 feet off the plate. Swing and a miss. 8 strikeout for Dylan Cease. And here comes Kyle Teal. Swing and a miss. On the outside edge of the zone there, just slight outside edge. Sweeper in the same spot, 0-2. Popped up, shallow left field. And the running catch to end the 5th inning. What you had to the 6th. 8 strikeouts for Dylan Cease. The bottom of the 5th. Next. Ryan Jeffers to the play for the Gators. Really good game yesterday between them in Major League Baseball between the Mariners and the Twins. J.P. Crawford with a 2-run homers. There's two pitchers warming up in the Orlando bullpen. Some of that's called a strike. I don't understand how, but that was clearly off the plate. And we got a piece of that one as it's fouled in the corner in left field. 1-2 to Ryan Jeffers, the catcher. The one from Jacob DeGrom. That one pretty well hit, but just foul. Another 1-2. Got a piece on that inside circle changeup. Swing and a miss. He got him. Ryan Jeffers goes down swinging. That's the 5th K for DeGrom. Comes the New Orleans DH, George Springer. And that one lined to left field. Let's go back on the track. He can't get it. It's off the wall. Throw to second, and that'll be a 1-out double for George Springer, the DH. On a 99-mile-an-hour fastball right down Broadway. I honestly thought that baby was gonna go over the wall, but off the wall stays the double. George Springer. Now we line to first base. There's the catch and the throw. We'll stay on second. Wrestlers to keep him on base. I would have took off for third if I were him. Jake Fraley to the plate. Anybody in this game has the best. In this game, he has a good walk-up song. Got a piece of that off. For strike one. 97 on that fastball from DeGrom.
That's out.
99 on that four-seamer. Hasn't cracked 100 though. And that one's gonna be fouled to left field into the stands.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
2-2 and a four-seamer. On that one. Fly out to right. And that's out number 3 to end the 5th. The end of the 6th. Gators with 4 hits and just 1 run score. Leading it off for the Sunrays is Brandon Marsh. Singled his first time up. And wasn't able to get his hit in his second at bat. So Diaz and Hamilton in the Gator bullpen should be. I don't like the on-field bullpens, as I've said before. Every MLB The Show stadium has the custom ones have an on-field bullpen. And they foul down left the line into the corner. 0-2 to Brandon Marsh. He's got quite the beard. That is a Brandon Marsh thing. It's fastball, ball 1 there. Don't see still on the mound for New Orleans. How long are they going to keep him on there? I think we are for a 1-2 to Brandon Marsh. Swung and a miss, he got him. That's his 9th strikeout of the day. Yeah. Swung just over the curve. The curve on that pitch. Because it was going downwards rapidly. He underestimated just how far down going on that pitch. Matt McClain missed to the plate for the Sunrays. He was trailing just by a run. He gave him had a lot of offense. Swung and a miss.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
A ball and a strike to count. The one to Matt McClain. And he clocks it with foul into left field foul territory. One thing is that the New Orleans, they did have a minor league baseball team not that long ago. They've been around for quite a while, until just recently. They had a weird name. They were the New Orleans Baby Cakes. You know, that was just a weird name. I never liked the jersey. Never liked their logo. I don't even understand that name, the Baby Cakes. I mean, that's typical minor league baseball stuff. Well, wacky names. Even for AAA, that's a little bit too. It's a little goofy. But the most goofy name in AAA is the Mud Hens. Maybe I should go see a Mud. I do live in Ohio, so maybe I should go see a Mud Hens game. Strike 3 to Matt McClain. That's strikeout number 10. A standing ovation for the crowd. Wilson Contreras to the plate. Dylan Cease making work of these Sunray batters. Forcing fastball, strike 1. The one is gonna be down this one. He's gonna try and get after it. Made the catch! Seiya Suzuki! Are you kidding? We head to the bottom of the sixth. So Connor Cook coming in for the Sunrays. So he did come in yesterday for the Sunrays, and they did get the 1-0 win. Here's Jung Hoo Lee. I like his in-game walk-up song. Line to first, run to the bang. That's out number 1. So Jung Hoo Lee's retired. Here's Ketel Marte. A double and a run scored for Ketel Marte today in this afternoon game against the Orlando Sunrays. And they'll finish the series up tomorrow.
Too high. Ball.
With ball 1. Merriweather and Leahy working up in the Sunray bullpen over there, as you can see. Bottom of the 6th inning. Not a lot of offense even in the ball game today. Right to De La Cruz. The first is in time for the second out of the inning. Josh Young for the Gators. For Seamer, struck 1. So New Orleans here. And base it right past the umpire. And Josh Young aboard for the Gators. With 2 down here in the 6th. Says Suzuki made the running catch to end the top of the inning. Maybe get a hit here. Of course, Seamer for strike 1. He's 2 for 2 in the ballgame today. Been trying to be 3 for 3. We'll see.
1-1.
No, that pitch was just a little high. Nobody's swinging that. Nobody, realistically. Normal replay. Slider and it's 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Or if you just don't know where the dimensions of a MLB strike zone. This is the same as the MLB. This is the MLB. In game, it's an MLB rebrand, but canonically, it's its own league. And this is all fictional. But I want to make it seem real as possible. And the 2-2. The pitch. That'll be found off. Nice crack of the bat, though. His bat's half black, half white. I just noticed that. He clocks 1. There it goes. And goodbye, home run. 3-0 Gators. A 2-run blast for Seiya Suzuki. And that's how you do it, folks. Absolutely demolished it. And the crowd is going ballistic. Look at that thing. High and deep to center. No doubt about it. And we're going to first and run to the bag. And that ends the 6th, but not before Seiya Suzuki with a 3-run bomb to left center. And 3-0 for the Gators. So Alexis Diaz coming in for the New Orleans Gators. Don't see had a fantastic day though. So he played a lot last year. 60 games he came in for. And his first batter he'll face is Ellie De La Cruz. Just turn on the fan in my room here.
Ball, that's inside.
Slider for ball 1. Inside. Another pitch. I got a piece of that. It's going to turn foul. A ball and a strike.
Yep, that ball went out.
Doing one on that slider. It didn't hurt. I think you overshot it. He's trying to get you just barely come in the zone. Surprised De La Cruz didn't get a home run on that. He's had a rough. He's had a rough day. And there's a high fly ball to right field. Back she goes. Goodbye. Home run. And the Orlando Sunrays are on the board. Thanks to Ellie De La Cruz. Home runs in back-to-back games. The first 2 games of the NBL regular season. And the Sunrays they're on the board and they're back in this game. Don't count them out yet. I think this thing was hot. I'm surprised this thing was hitting the second deck. And there's nobody out, so this could keep going. You see him for strike 1. Barely a strike in the upper outside corner. Steven Sanford. 0 for 1 and a walk. So third at bat today. And that's his second time he's hit by a pitch in this ball game. And he's aboard. There's Jorge Soler. And yes, but he better be careful here, because if you go, he's got to be conservative. Want to throw too many. If he throws too much, either too many pitches, easy pitches, it's gonna be bad. But if he throws too many that are outside the zone, as he's doing, this could not end well, because there's already a guy aboard. There's nobody out. This is a bad situation for the Sunrays. They need to find out the Gators. This is a bad situation for the Gators. And now they got the 2-run lead. There's a good chance that if Diaz doesn't get his pitching together, things will go south. Fly ball into left field. Back she goes. Track wall off the wall. Under the third. He's going to try for home. He'll stop there. And there's 2 on. Second and third. And nobody out. So the tying run's on second. And the leading run is to the plate. This is not good news for the Gators.
That's a ball.
Four-seamer with ball on there upstairs. And this idea better watch himself. It's all up to him. You cannot let Ian Happ get a hit. Four-seamer 101. If he can work all the way into 3 outs, that would be impressive. Four-seamer fouled 1 and 2. Again, there's nobody out, and there's 2 on, so the tying run is at second. One run's 90 feet away. It's a base hit. It's automatically a 1-run game. Bring the line foul. Can't seem to get out Ian Happ here. Some of the crowd, a nervous New Orleans crowd. Fouled off 1 and 2. This is fun. Some good baseball here. It's all up to Diaz. Needs to get this out. It's gonna be a grounder, and that should score a run. It will. Safe. He made it. He didn't even get an out on it. He didn't even get an out on it, and it's a 1-run game. Oh, this has gone from bad to worse. I thought at least he'd get an out, but no, not in time. I don't know how he didn't get the out. Incredible speed by Ian Happ on that play. And yeah, they're gonna pull the plug. Diaz is probably done for the ball game. He's had a rough day. And coming around is Trevor Richards. City Young Games started last year. 2-2 record. A 4.5 ERA last year. 12.6 walk rate. 22.4% strikeout rate. And they're going to try and bring him in to steady the ship. The Gators are in a bad situation. They got a 1-run lead, and they got the tying run at second. The leading run's on first. Here's Kobe Mayo. He had a great game 1, but struggled today. Ball 1 outside. Oh yeah, some of the fans aren't happy. He needs to make sure the Gators don't implode. One's fouled off, 1-1. It's just wow. Circle change up 1. And the Orlando Sunrays here, they're doing everything right here in the top of the 7. They're doing everything right. 3-1. Really, the smart thing here would to be conservative on the next pitch for Kobe Mayo. Because if he swings, it's a wasted strike. But if he doesn't, it could be ball 4. Ball 4, Kobe Mayo, he took it in a walk. Gotta load the bases, and there's nobody out. And again, it's gone from bad to worse. Kyle Teal, the base is loaded, nobody out. Took the change up, it's ball 1. And the Gators, they lost game 1, so they would like to tie the series. This is not a good look. Wide out to center field. Runners on it there. And now he's going to try and throw home. And the Sunrays are going to try and tie the game. Here is the throw. Not in time, but the Sunrays have tied the ball game. Jorge Soler coming in with the scoring run. They finally get out number 1. But the cost, the lead. Here's Brandon Marsh with 2-on. Alright, third base is empty, but those runners in first and second. Brandon Marsh takes ball 1. The Gators, at the very least, they just can't let Orlando take the lead. They had a 3-0 lead coming into this. A 3-0 lead, and it's been erased in this 7th inning. They don't want to make this a habit, because this type of play ruins teams. When you're up and then you just collapse in 1 inning. There's a fly ball, left field, back it goes, and goodbye, home run, a 3-run blast. The Sunrays claim a 3-run lead. Brandon Marsh, his first home run of this NBL regular season. And the Sunrays are out in front by 3 runs. And that's how you silence the crowd here in New Orleans. Okay. Brandon Marsh is a fastball, and throughout all those years of baseball, he's come to recognize a good fastball to swing at. This is one of them. He saw it coming. He knew exactly where to swing. Timed it perfectly. And that thing's not coming back. I'm playing pitch strike 1 as he's up to bat for the Sunrays, and New Orleans now they're in a 3-run hole. That's what they brought in Trevor Richards to not do, and he blew it.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
1-1 the count to. I'm playing. This has been a long inning. Long. Maybe a tap or foul. 1-2. It's been a good game. Swing and a miss. He got Matt McLean to strike out. There's 2 down. Finally, here in the top of the 7th. Looks like a Contreras to play, so Gators, they're gonna need something throughout the 7th, 8th, and 9th. Because it's not, they are not in good shape right now, especially defensively.
0-1's the count.
Flip the corner for strike 1. Hard to tell if it's actually a strike or not. So,
Nope, that's down.
see how it pans out. Trevor Richards, not what the Gators hoped for. Thank gosh it's not. If this was a Columbus Aviators game, I would just, yeah, I would not be a very happy camper right now. 2-2 the count, yeah. In the top of the 7th to Contreras.
3-2.
And oh, he might walk Contreras here. He just needs 1 more strike and they can get out of this inning finally. Because it's been a tough inning. And a pop up the 4-seamer and keeps the inning going. 6-3 Sunrays. Another circle change up fouled off. Ferris just won't quit. Another foul ball. 91 on a 2-seamer from Trevor Richards. He's like that group of ants that always comes back. So it'll be a round to the 3rd, throw to the bag.
He's out.
And there's out number 3. Joe De La Cruz with a home run, and then Brandon Marsh with a home run. A 3-run blast for Brandon Marsh, and that gave the Sunrays the lead. So, Bo Brisky coming in for Orlando to probably close out this game for the last 3 innings. Just he did play yesterday. Here's Ryan Jeffers, his first batter.
Ball, that's just out.
And that's ball 1. Circle change up, and it's going to be tapped foul. 1-1. And Zephyr staying alive here. The New Orleans Gators, they need runs. They had an awful top of the 7th. So Jeffers strikes out swinging. First strikeout for Bobrisky. And there's 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Here comes the DH, George Springer. They're double early in the ball game today. They're gonna have a good... It's four-seamer.
0-1.
For strike one. This great one batting averages are weird. They don't really mean anything. Because if you go hitless, like the first game or two, yeah, you're gonna have no batting average, or if you have the perfect day on opening day, you're gonna have 1,000 as your batting average. 1-2. And it's 2-2 the count. Popped up. Shallow right field. First base side. And that's out number 2. The Gators, moments ago, seemed to be the better of the two teams. Now, they're struggling. Just innings ago, they look pretty good. And it just came crashing down. Took a circle change up for strike one. Willie Castro here at the play. He's going to be a little more conservative. No, you don't got to swing at every pitch. Foul that one off. For strike two.
One ball, 2 strikes.
That was like 3 feet off the plate for ball one. Oh, risky here. Castro keeps staying alive in the batter's box. I mean, the Gators seeming, I don't think they haven't really accomplished anything if they need runs. 2-2 to Willie Castro. Last thing, maybe get Castro to get a run. Get a home run here. Swing and a miss. He struck out on a circle changeup, and we head to the top of the 8th. Sunrays lead 6-3. There's Johnson coming in for the New Orleans Gators, and they need to figure this out. Maybe he's going to try and just not make it any worse. Ellie De La Cruz, a home run, RBI, and a run scored. Now, you do all those things by definition when you hit a home run. So home run, a solo blast in the 7th. It's now the 8th. Leads off the 8th inning here. That just shows they went through a lot of batters in that 7th inning. 22,209, yeah. Not exactly a full crowd, because there's about probably 8,000 empty seats here. Even for your opening series, you still have over 30,000 per game. And then it going down after that is understandable. Sunday afternoon game, too. Against a team that's not that far away. The Orlando Sunrays are in Florida. The 2-1 pitch.
3 balls, 1 strike.
3-1 to De La Cruz. Gonna be line to left. And Suzuki to make the catch. For out number 1 here in the top of the 8th. Here's Steven Sanford to the plate for the Orlando Sunrays. Posting it right down Broadway for strike one from Pierce Johnson. Right now it's just all about not making sure nothing gets any worse. Foul off from Sanford. 0-2. Sunrays sitting comfortably in the lead here. Just and it seems as if they're going to hold on to it. Juan Brito and Ross warming up in the bullpen. I know who Juan Brito is. I don't recognize his name Ross off the top of my head.
Ball.
Cutter runs 2-2. The only reason Juan Burrito is because I went to a Clippers game. And listened to quite a few Clippers games last year. Not much this year, though. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And there's a full count. Three and two. Johnson's struggling to get out number 2 here. And the pitch. Stafford able to foul off that fastball. The Gators, is this a pitch? I mean, it's one series. There's strike 3. Stafford retired. And there's 2 down. Here's for the Jorge Soler. Is it, like, I mean, I know it's only been 2 games, but is it like a pitching problem? A reliever problem? Because if you can diagnose stuff this early, that means you got a lot of time to fix it. And that can only be a good thing. You have a lot of time to fix a problem. And you pop up into left field foul territory, and the catch ends the inning. We head to the bottom of the 8th. And Sunrays with no runs, no hits in this inning. And we head to the bottom of the 8th. So Robert Garcia taking the mound for the Orlando Sunrays. Going to try and close it out. He's got to pitch 2 innings here. He played a lot of games last year. 72. Jake Fraley. Not had a good day. Just a 111 batting average. I'm assuming those count today because he hasn't had a very good first 2 games overall. So there's still tomorrow, for this series anyway, between the Gators and the Sunrays. I'm just won't be covering it. And back to night games for the week. On the weekends or a day off is when I do day games.
Ball.
1 and 2. For the Gators. Maybe a pinch hitter might not be a bad idea right now. Just throwing that out there. You might want a pinch hitter. Cause, maybe not Fraley, but because he's been okay, not bad in the past. I haven't really done too much diving into Jake Fraley. I know he's a Cincinnati Red in the real world, and he was last year, of course. So coming over to the NBL. And it's 3 and 2 to Brett Fraley.
3.
And struck 3. Fraley's retired. And there's 1 out.
Now batting, center fielder,
So they're gonna bring in Jung-Hoo Lee here. He's up to bat. He's probably a good batter. I mean, he's had a rough day. Okay, because there's a little changeup. 1-0.
Ball 2.
And the 4-seamer 2-0. Jung-Hoo Lee. He's good for the Giants, but so far he hasn't carried it over to the NBL. Again, it's been 2 games, so and I know fouling off. Could end up being like a Juan Soto. Like, I don't know what it is with that guy in the MLB. You talk real world here. I don't know what it is with Juan Soto, but he can't hit. He just can't hit for the Mets. It's weird. That's why they signed him. Yet it's not that he can't hit. He's hitting. He's making good contact, but he just can't get the results. There's a lot of like unlucky instances where he'll hit one into like center field, like when it should be like a double, and some ridiculous catch is made. There's stuff like that. He's been robbed. That's kind of my point here. Imagine this is when fans start to leave. But they're still a 9th. Like a walk-off Grand Slam isn't impossible, but based on this, the way they're playing now, it's not very likely. So 2 down, bottom of the 8th inning. Here's Ketel Marte. He'll take a forcing fast
Ball
one
one's the
more
count.
outside corner. Start being maybe a little more
Ball, that's
aggressive.
out.
If I were a batter in this lineup playing in this game, I would start to be aggressive. I'd be frustrated. Why can't I get hits? Because for the most part, the lineup's been struggling to get hits basically outside of Seiya Suzuki. And there'll be a line in the base hit for Ketel Marte. And the left center field fairly on it. And they got a runner aboard. Now we're talking, that's it. Not necessarily. And they're gonna call him just after giving up that single. Garcia's done for the day for Orlando. Here's Gators coming to the mound for the Sunrays. What he played yesterday. So, struck out 50% of his batters yesterday. Coming in at the bottom of the 8th, gonna try and close it out for the Sunrays. Close out the game for the Sunrays. He's just got to get one more out and then the 9th. Josh Young was singling a run today. Not a bad time to have him to the plate. They need runs. They need them bad. Oh, well. A ball. Good job by Teal to recognize the wild pitch. Sometimes if you're not paying attention, that thing's going back. It's going to give that first guy, the guy on first, a time to make a dash towards second. You have to be quick. You gotta have, if you want to be a catcher, you gotta learn to have quick reaction time. I don't have that, and plus I'm not gonna kneel for 40 half an hour intervals. I'm not doing that. Sorry. 2-2 the count to Josh Young. The Sunrays here. It almost seems like they're going to steamroll their way to sweep the opening series of their season against the Gators. It seems that way because the Gators, they're just falling apart. Ball 4 and there's 2 on, so and the tying run is to the plate. Seiya Suzuki. Oh, this is a perfect time for Suzuki to come to the plate. Perfect time. The tying run for New Orleans. That's a slider, not strike one. He's a triple shy of the cycle. He's had a single, a double, and a home run. He's 3 for 3 today. And his batting average is through the roof, of course. He's had 2 good days. Liner at first, a running catch by Wilson Contreras. And side retired. So, Johnny Burrito. This wasn't Juan Burrito. Johnny Burrito. That was Juan Burrito. Slightly different player. No. Right, Juan Burrito might be a batter. Yeah, because he's a minor league guy. Johnny Burrito is taking the mound for the New Orleans Gators. You can have
That's a ball.
to bat for the Sunrays. So ball 1. It's their chance to get insurance runs. So for changeup, strike 1. If he can pitch like that, he should corker this pretty easily. And it's a foul ball down the right field line into the corner. 1-2. If the Gators can get through this without giving up anything, they might have a chance at a comeback. And there's that number 1.
Now batting. First baseman, Mayo.
Kobe Mayo to the plate for the Sunrays. Had the ridiculous catch in foul territory earlier. Strike 1, upper outside corner. Kopash and Ross to warming up in the Gator bullpen. Now, just in case, maybe either one of them might come into the 9th, or in case it goes to like extra innings, which not impossible, unlikely but not impossible. 0-2 to Kobe Mayo. And 0-2. Swung a little bit around towards second, and the 1 hop to first is in time, and there's 2 down. So the Sunrays are down in their final out of the 9 innings. And then they're going to have to shut down the Gators for the win. So KTL. No chance for some insurance runs.
Nope. Ball 1.
So
1-0.
I think some girl in the crowd's kind of mad that wasn't a strike, because that clipped the corner. Could have been a strike, but it is hard to tell. Sacred catch foul. So Kyle Teal, catcher. I mean, they got 3 runs. An insurance run wouldn't hurt, but we'll see. Swung and a miss, 1-2.
2 strikes.
And it's going to be a liner, and that's a base hit, and the inning continues. Teal's aboard for the Sunrays. And there is 2 out. And strike 1 to Brandon Marsh. 2 for 4, so. Home run, a single, 3 RBIs, and a run. Brandon Marsh made some contributions today for the Orlando Sunrays. We're going to miss from the sinker at the lower outside corner. And should do it. But a swing and a miss, they got him. And when we head to the bottom of the 9th inning, and the Gators are going to try and walk it off. So a big task to start. Bottom of the 9th, they're down by 3 runs. They need 3 to tie it and 4 to win. They need hits. They need runs. And I just pray Josh Naylor can do his magic. We're going to pray Josh Naylor can do his magic here in the bottom of the 9th for the New Orleans Gators.
Ball 1.
So they can tie the series at a game apiece. And the 1-1 to Naylor.
Ball 2.
Bad circle changeup, just a bit too low there. And it curved even lower to make it so it's below the knees, below the zone.
Ball 3.
Same thing, ball 3. Rain 1 the count to Josh Naylor. Got a piece of that four-seamer down the left field line. Yeah, Gattis gonna try and... There's a fly ball! Left field! Goodbye! Home run, it's 6-4. Josh Naylor with a solo blast. And the New Orleans Gators are within 2. This is just what they need. So the New Orleans Gators, they have some life in the 9th. And they're going to pull Hunter Gattis, understandably. I mean, if I were the Sunrays coach here, yeah, I would too. That just, if you want to conserve your lead. And if your guy gives up a home run, the reliever, yeah. So they're bringing Julian Merriweather for the Orlando Sunrays. The game started last year. He's going to try and finish the job for the Sunrays. The thing is, the Gators aren't that far away from getting this game. They just need 2 runs.
Ball, that's out.
And ball 1 off the plate. .250 batting average for Ryan Jeffers. Swag and a miss and a 4-seamer for Merriweather. Nice fastball too. Lineman's get a 1, 2-1 count. And just drifted way off the plate.
No, that's low.
You know, the same situation as Gators got into with Naylor, and then he hit a home run. We'll see what happens here. Pop up to center field. Back it goes. And makes the catch. For out number 1. Dick Fraley. So the DH George Springer hit a double earlier today. Four-seamer outside, upper outside corner there. Easy strike 1. Same thing. Now this time lower outside corner. Back-to-back fastballs. So to George Springer. And he'll foul that one down the left field line into the crowd. 0-2. The Gators only went down by 2 here. Four-seamer Marines fouled off. Well, they're going to try and do everything they can for that comeback. Probably the most fun game I've called out of the first 3. Swung and a miss. He's retired, and the Gators are down at their final out. So Willie Castro coming to the plate in the bottom of the 9th with 2 down. It's a long shot for them to come back at this point, but not impossible. Strike 1, Castro, and then just need 2 strikes to take a 2-0 series lead. Bottom of the 9th inning. And they're down to their final strike. Castro for 3 today in the pitch.
1 ball, 2
Ball
strikes.
1. 1-2. Oh boy, this has been a fun one. Pop up. Left field. Back she goes. Makes the catch. Ball game over. And the Orlando Sunrays hold on to a 6-4 victory over the New Orleans Gators. That was a close one for the Sunrays. They do hold on and get the win to take a 2-0 series lead over the New Orleans Gators. And they'll look for the sweep tomorrow. And I'm Thomas Rose, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye, and good afternoon. See you later.